Rise up, start fresh, see the bright opportunity in each day. Good morning, dear students, and welcome back to our English text class. Today, we are going to take up our new lesson, that is Unit 3, Section 3, Where the Mind is Without Fear. Children, it is a poem by Rabindranath Tagore. Children, the poem Where the Mind is Without Fear is written by Rabindranath Tagore and is one of his vastly read and discussed poems. It is originally composed in Bengali and later in 1911 Tagore himself translated the Bengali poem into English. Children, the poem is a prayer to God to protect the nation from evil effects. The poem was written by Tagore during the time when India was under the British rule. It is a prayer to the Almighty for a nation free from any kind of manipulative or corrupt powers. So, children, let us see the recitation of the poem first and then we'll go on the explanation. So, let us start. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert, sand of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom. My Father, let my country awake. Now, children, let us see the explanation of the poem. In the very first line, that is, where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, the poet prays the Almighty that his countrymen should be free from any fear of oppression or forced compulsion. He wishes that everyone in his country has his head held high in dignity. In other words, according to him, in a truly free country, every person should be fearless and should have a sense of self dignity. In the second line, where knowledge is free, the poet dreams of a nation where knowledge would be free. Education should not be restricted to the upper class only, but everybody should be allowed to acquire knowledge. In the next two lines, that is, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls. In these lines, the poet emphasizes the unity of not only of his countrymen but also of the entire world. He thinks there should be no division among people based on their caste, creed, color, religion, or other baseless superstitions. In other words, prejudices and superstitions should not divide the people in groups and break their unity. In the fifth line, the poet wants a nation where people are truthful. They should not be superficial, and words should come out from the depth of their hearts. In the sixth line of the poem, the poet wants everyone to work hard to reach their goal and, in the long run, to reach perfection. He thinks they should not be tired by working. People should not be lazy and ignoring their work. In the seventh and eighth line, the poet compares reason or logical thinking to a clear stream, and in the next line compares dead habits or superstitious beliefs to a dreary desert. He wants the stream of reason not to lose its way into the desert of prejudices. In short, people's thought should be monitored by rational thinking, not by superstition. Logic should rule over old baseless beliefs. In the next two lines, the poet wishes his countrymen to be progressive and broad minded. He wants that their minds are led forward, ever widening thought and action by the Almighty. In short, we should be open minded and do something unusual or extraordinary, overcoming the narrowness of mind. In the last line, that is, into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake. In these lines, the poet addresses the god as Father. He asks him to awaken his country into such a heaven of freedom where the above conditions meet. To make it clear, the poet prays to the Almighty, my Father, to raise or lift or awake his country to such heights where freedom would be realized at its best, a heaven of freedom. In turn, he is actually praying that God awakens his countrymen so that they come out from the darkness of ignorance, prejudices, disunity, and all other evils. Hope children you have understood the poem. Thank you. Have a nice day.